Good morning everyone, it is day 8 of vlogmas and I've just been sneezing because the cold is colding and it's actually my dad's birthday today, but there is a storm. The storm has rolled in on the UK and we have like 70-mile-per-hour winds. Christmas markets have been cancelled and I don't think anything is really happening this weekend because of this storm. Really annoyingly, it's my dad's birthday and we were gonna go to the pub and have a lovely day with him, but it's just not advised to go out in this weather. I think that you're not really advised to drive in this weather. So we decided to do it tomorrow instead because the winds are dying down tomorrow. But I'm really sad, it's my dad's 70th birthday, so it's quite a big birthday. But I think my mum's gonna be pampering him today and cooking him lots of lovely food, and he just said that it's nice, he gets 2 days of birthday instead, so that's a nice way to look at it. So today we're just gonna hunker down and have a cozy day at home. So this is gonna be just a cozy, stormy vlog. Haven't walked Roxy, Alex did it because it's very stormy and he just took her up the road because it's a bit dangerous because we live obviously in the countryside with lots of trees. I always get a bit scared going outside because just stuff can go flying. And I'm gonna bake a cake for my dad, so I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna make some lunch and I'm gonna probably sneeze again. And it's okay me making this cake for everybody because everyone in my family has this cold anyway, so it doesn't matter. My dad has it, I think I got it from him or my niece. But we're gonna make him a carrot cake, and my eye is like malfunctioning, for goodness sake, Maddie. So we're just gonna have a stormy, cold, ill day at home. What am I gonna have for lunch? That's the question. Now I'm thinking, because it's a stormy day, should I make a soup? Because Alex is making bread. Maybe I should make a soup first. That would be really good. I mean, I'm kind of craving that now I've said it out loud. I'll have a think, but I need to unpack my suitcase first and tidy up the upstairs and just reset the home, feel cozy, make some soup, bake a cake, and just have a lovely day at home so I can feel like I'm recovering. And then I'm gonna have a bath later because I didn't have one in St Michael's. But I'm really sad to be at home. I loved it there so much. I just wanted to stay. Butternut squash is in the oven, so is the bread by the looks of it. So we can have a roasted butternut squash soup with a side of fresh bread. Honestly, I could think of nothing better on a stormy day. camera comes out. Do you see how she made love to the camera there? Like that. Oh. Thanks for the kisses.
Boy. Boy.
Oh! Excuse you. Run, 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 run! What time is it, Bobby? Is it because it's dinner time?
No, it's not.
This is.
What? Where's the day gone?
Is it dinner time? Is it time for some dinner?
Dinner?
Do you want to have some dinner?
Dinner?
Ah. That's a yes. Oh, close enough. 20 minutes to dinner.
Dinner?
It's been a very cosy afternoon. I haven't started the cake yet because I fell asleep on the sofa, which is probably what you should do when you have a cold and there's a storm. Alex just took Roxy out quickly down the road to go to the loo. He said that is a branch or a bush or something that's fallen and is blocking the road. I can hear a pheasant in the garden. I need to get up and make the cake because it's not difficult. I just need to mix everything together and put it in the oven, and then I'll probably let it cool and do the icing in the morning. But this is how I'm feeling right now. I just want to be lying down, and I'm sorry if that makes this vlog quite boring. I feel bad, but I don't have anything interesting to say, and I'm not doing anything interesting because it's stormy weather. I can't go outside and I feel ill, so I really want to watch. There's a new TV show with Keira Knightley called Black Dove or something, and I'm just going to suggest to Alex that we watch that this evening with some popcorn because I saw an advert for it on Netflix and it looked really good, so I'll ask him if he wants to watch that and just like make the kid, like maybe make dinner and like tidy and clean the kitchen and then start watching that together and be all cozy. That could be like, I feel like that's the nicest feeling, isn't it, when the kitchen's tidy, you've had your dinner and you can like get some like really lovely icy fizzy water. I'm sure Alex will have a glass of wine. I don't really fancy wine when I'm ill. And a bowl of popcorn and just, you know, watch a great movie or a great TV show in front of the fire or in bed. In a way, sometimes I quite like it when it's bad weather and when I'm ill, because I am pretty terrible at slowing down sometimes. I know that my life seems very slow and that's part of like what I love to share on here, but that's not naturally how I am. I'm very go, 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 and I'm very like, I put a lot of pressure on myself and I'm a perfectionist. And one of you actually left a comment the other day that I really needed to hear, where you pointed out in the video I called myself lazy like 3 or 4 times. I think I'd said I was lazy about how I did the garland because I just shoved all the bits on, and I was lazy that I was using my boiling water tap instead of waiting for the water to boil on the hob. And then I said something else about being lazy. And you were like, Maddie, you're not lazy. You're making a garland from stuff you foraged outside. You're not lazy. You're making a homemade meal from scratch. You're not lazy. You're using the boiling water tap that you worked really hard to pay for. And I was like, that's a perspective I really needed to hear in that moment, because I do kind of, you create these like ideas about yourself and who you are, and they can become quite defining. So sometimes when you label yourself with certain words, or you've been called something before, or you when it comes to things like lazy, I suppose I think it's really common with our generation. I don't know why that is, but there's like this fear of being lazy or procrastinating or not doing enough. And so the word lazy, I don't know, I think it's like the worst thing basically to be known as lazy or not doing enough. I almost paint myself that way so that I don't get criticised, or I suppose I'm criticising myself for not doing things in the perfect way or not doing things in the way that they should be done. The reality is I'm doing it. So like I'm making a garland and I'm cooking myself a nice meal. So you're right. Why should I call that lazy? I shouldn't compare myself to a different idea of what I think is like the perfect way of doing things. I live a very slow life now in the countryside, a very privileged life where I get to work for myself. I work from home a lot of the time, or most of the time. And, you know, my life involves doing lots of lovely things like cooking and gardening and crafting and, you know, creating recipes. And I'm so grateful for the fact that I have this life that's very slow, but I feel like it's very intentionally been chosen because my nature is to be on the go and moving really fast and doing a lot. So like internally, even though I'm doing like slow things, I still put a lot of pressure on myself. And I think a lot of you notice that often in videos, I list off all the things that I'm going to do that day, and I very often don't do all the things I say I'm going to do because I hold very high expectations of what I'm capable of doing. And it's really unhelpful because I'll think I can do 10 different things in one day. And the reality is I don't know that anyone would be able to do that, because not only would it be pointless to do it that way because it's just you're rushing everything, but also it's just way too much to fit in one day. It's something that I have to work on. So the long and short of it that I'm rambling on here about is that when I'm ill and when it's a stormy day, it actually does give me this like sense of stress relief in that I can lie here and sleep and relax and not really do much without feeling guilty, because I really struggle with feeling guilty when I'm just lying around doing nothing. And I know that pretty much every one of you watching this will feel similar. It's such a common feeling that we have as humans, and I don't think it's right. It's obviously a product of the society we're in. It's a product of capitalism. It's a product of our day-to-day lives, the kind of 9-to-5 work week, and the fact that we feel like we should always be doing something because we work during the week, and then in the evenings we have to fill it with things like cooking, cleaning, sorting, and if you've got children, looking after your children, which is a whole other full-time job in itself. And then at the weekends, if you own a home, or if you have hobbies, or you volunteer, or whatever it is you've got going on, you've got a hobby that you spend a lot of time doing, your weekends are very busy and they're filled with, you know, almost a never-ending to-do list that you don't really feel like you can complete because you've only got 2 days to do it in. And sometimes that does make me quite sad because I just don't think that's the way humans should live. I just don't think this is how we should live. I really think we should be able to spend a lot more time just relaxing and not doing anything or thinking about anything, because actually when I do have that time is when you come out of that time, when you've rested fully, is when you feel the most creative and you feel the most inspired and excited and happy. It's when you're constantly doing stuff that you can kind of get overwhelmed by it. It's not to say that doing stuff isn't good too, because like when I'm busy, sometimes that makes me feel really happy because I've got a lot to do and it makes me feel very satisfied in what I'm doing. But there's definitely a healthy balance where you're aware of, you know, doing stuff that makes you feel good because you're completing projects that fill you with happiness and satisfaction and joy, but you're also giving yourself time to rest and just enjoy doing nothing. Like recently me starting to do little drawings, and I'm really wanting to do more hobbies that don't have like an end goal. They're just a hobby for the sake of a hobby, just to enjoy it or learn a new skill or relax, and yeah, not treating everything like it's a productive task. Hello. So yeah, sometimes I do like being ill for that reason, because you can have a stormy weather day or a cold day or an illness day where it gives you an excuse to lie around doing nothing. And Alex is funny because whenever I'm ill, he comes into his own. You quite like it.
Sometimes.
Alex loves looking after me when I'm ill. He like, well, number one, I think you like the fact that I'm ill because I spend less time saying, Ali, can you get me you get me?
Wait,
well, actually, no, I do
no,
more
you
of
do
that.
More, yeah.
No, okay. So I spend less time being like, oh, what are you up to today? Or, oh, I'm going to do this. So like, do you want to come with me or should we go do that? Or like make plans or boss you around. Yeah. But also Alex really loves doing things. I don't know, like you like it when I don't know why, please explain. Why do you like it when I'm ill?
It's not so much ill. Well, I don't know. Just because if you're kind of tired and bedbound, it makes me feel less guilty for also feeling tired.
No, but you like end up looking after me and doing stuff for me, and you like seem really happy.
Yeah.
Like if I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't feel great, I'm gonna lie here for a bit. You like have a grin on your face.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess.
Is it because I'm not running around the house like a headless chicken?
Yeah, it's nice to slow down.
Yeah.
Occasionally, because like today, a weekend, you would be up at 7 a.m. doing stuff.
Yeah. Asking what you were doing or like
Yeah.
what we should do with our weekend.
And the usual, are you getting out of bed today? Like, what kind of question is it?
Alex likes to have lions and I'm like jealous because I can't really have lions.
You can.
No, because I wake up and I can't get back to sleep.
Yeah, well, you could like take Roxy out and you could
And I
get
just
back
want to
into
hang
bed
out with
and
you
we could watch
because
a
it's like
movie.
a Saturday morning and I'm
Yeah.
like, do you want to go out and you're still in bed at 9 or 10?
Yes, I want to hang out in bed watching TV. That would be nice. What's wrong with that?
This is why we're together though, because we're an antidote for each other, because I get you going and you slow me down.
That's true.
Anyway, my arm aches. So we're making my dad a carrot cake and I'm going to follow the Loving It Vegan recipe. I'll link it because I've not tried it before. So I'm interested. Hopefully it turns out well. It's got like 500 ratings, like 4 or 5 stars. Is it like 5 stars? I don't know. It's very well rated. So it's 4.9 out of 550 votes. It must be a good cake. So I love carrot cake as well, so I'm excited to have this and try it. Cake's out the oven and it looks really good. It looks like a massive cookie. Like it's a really lovely texture and it's risen nicely. So I'm gonna leave it to cool in the tin and then I think you can leave it to cool on the rack and I'm just gonna ice it probably tomorrow to make it simpler. But very happy with that.